Our next honoree is Melissa Nieves, Director of Adult Education at the Union Settlement Association.
I'm just trying to take in just having the beautiful energy of my friends and colleagues. I started in this field when I was 19 years old in 1991. And when I look at a community of people in New York City, I always feel like I'm connected through our humanity, but also knowing that there might be one of my former students, former colleagues, former teachers in the room. What I'd like to share with you, firstly, my title right now is Director of Adult Education at Union Settlement. But I'd like to take the time machine back a little bit before I started in the field of 19 years old. And just to tell you a little bit about where I come from. When I was 5 years old, I was a child in Catholic school. And my family, my father was sick with the disease of alcoholism. And I remember that school was the safe place for me. And the beauty of it is now, I remember as a child saying, why is this happening to me? I remember growing up in East New York, Brooklyn, and when the crack invasion came, there were crackheads in the streets, almost like zombies. And I used to live in such fear. I guess maybe I was about 12, 11, and I remember saying to myself, like, why is this happening? Why is this happening to me? I remember that my parents couldn't afford Catholic high school, so I ended up in a New York City public school in the middle of Hell's Kitchen. And I remember the violence that was there, and I was so scared and confused, and I remember saying to myself, why is this happening to me? And what I think is the greatest part of my journey so far is realizing that all these things happened to make me a better teacher. Now, when I'm in my classroom and I have young urban students and immigrants with me, I can share this story. I can tell them what I've been through and survived. And so my why is this happening to me? I know why. This is what I needed to go through, and these challenges actually became the strength of me being able to talk in front of groups and say, I know what it is to smoke weed and to stop. I know what it is to be a teenager that has no idea where the hell she's going, and now I'm educated. I know what it is to travel abroad. I know what it is to be told you're too fat, you're too ugly, your teeth are crooked, you can't do these things. And to smile and keep walking and climb pyramids and enjoy my life. Thank you. So for me, adult education has been the blessing that really brought together my struggles, and my struggles that continue. I'm 42 years old, and I have a 2.5-year-old, and I'm a single mommy and a professional. And I'm proud of that. But I also share it with my students to say that embrace your challenges. They don't go away. That is what life is. Look at that boulder in front of you and say, hi, I knew you were coming. I knew you were going to be there, and I'm ready for you, and I'm not afraid, and I can figure out how to remove you with a smile on my face and peace in my heart. And so I share this today because for me, education has been about helping people resolve those challenges and find their peace. I think teaching reading, writing, and math is the easiest thing in the world. And when students have really opened their hearts and know that they deserve all the beautiful things that their hearts desire, that's when learning really takes place. 1 and 1 is 2 is so easy to understand. Even algebraic expressions are easy to understand when you believe that you deserve to have that knowledge. You deserve to know about history. You deserve to walk through a building that has 50 floors in the middle of Manhattan. You deserve to have those things. And even if your mother is too scared for you to walk through that door and tells you you shouldn't do that, that you still have the right to say, okay, Ma, and go anyway. So that to me is really what education's about. As I look around the room, there's so many people to thank, and I can't even begin. I mean, we're looking at DYCD. I feel like a daughter of the Department of Youth and Community Development. I'm here looking at Francine, and I say, wow, Francine, I know her since I was 19. And, you know, just the support, we can't do this alone. And I think sometimes the city and state agencies get a bad rap, but there are some beautiful people that care about us and the work that we're doing. And I'd like to say that because sometimes the word politics is seen as a bad word, but the real people that are behind the scenes, trying to keep money coming in for our programs, also helping us to understand policy so that we can do the right thing, to be accountable, to keep things moving, it's very important. I'd also like to thank my boss, the executive director of Union Settlement, who nominated me. I think, once again, nomination is such a beautiful thing. It means that people think something of you, that you deserve something. And that to me is very beautiful. So I want to thank my boss for nominating me. I'd like to thank the Literacy Assistance Center, because when I started at 19 years old, I was not a professional teacher. I was actually a journalism student who figured out that she really was going to change the world by educating. And actually, my education as a teacher came from the Literacy Assistance Center from the very beginning, learning how to teach, getting materials that I needed. And I really thank that we have the Literacy Assistance Center as part of our system for education. So thank you once again, and thank you everyone here for listening to my story. And I just want to say again to everyone here, don't let anything stop you. Whatever is in your heart, go looking for it. If you have no one to tell you go, I'm going to tell you this morning, go. Go look for it. En español, por favor, sigan pa'lante, no paren su camino. And in French, arrête pas. Arrête pas. That means don't stop. Thank you. Thank you.